Hi everybody, this is Emily from the NetZoom team, here to show you how to use configured models in NetZoom. As you may already know, one of NetZoom's most powerful features is its device library, a collection of over 500,000 device shapes from 5,500 manufacturers. Users of NetZoom can use these true-to-life device shapes to represent the devices added to your data center. That being said, NetZoom understands that oftentimes enterprises will use an identical or similar configuration of the same device model multiple times throughout their data center. So, NetZoom has developed the concept of configured device models. The configured models feature allows users to add and configure rack-mountable devices to model stores, such as these ones. Once these models have been created, they can be added to the inventory as many times as needed. This way, if you have many copies of the same or a similar device in your data center, you only need to model them once, saving you time and getting your data center up and running as quickly as possible.
First, let's log into NetZoom. Enter your NetZoom application server URL in the web browser. Then enter your username and password.
Let's navigate to the Configured Models feature. This feature can be found in the Inventory menu under the Configured Models tab. As you can see, the Configured Models feature lists configured models in the Explorer pane, organized by different model stores. For example, this store, Servers and Storage, has these 11 models inside it. In the Details pane, we can see the properties of any model we have selected, as well as a preview. The primary way that we're going to add configured models to our stores is by searching for them in the Device Library. Select the Device Library Quick Action, and you'll see that a search menu will pop up. We can also add configured models from an Excel spreadsheet via import. Now we need to search our device library for the correct model. When searching the device library in this feature, our results will be limited only to devices that NetZoom classifies as configured models, such as most rack-mountable devices. Refer to our device library video for more information on searching the device library, but for now, we'll search for a PowerEdge server. Now, you'll notice that we have a few different views for our PowerEdge server, namely blank and filled views. Filled views, such as the one you see here, offer a completely configured standard configuration of a device. In this case, our server is filled with blades that fit those slots. But for enterprises that use an alternative configuration of the same device, we offer the blank view with all of its slots empty. We'll be using this blank view as an example. So now that we've found our model, let's add it to the configured model store. Click and drag the device you want to add to your models. Remember, we're doing the blank chassis this time. Enter a name for your model, and give a description if you like. Click the Save button, and your model will be added to the selected model store. Now that we've added our device to an inventory store, we can open it up and see all the slots in that device's front and rear. We can also alter the properties of a device from here if we choose. Now that we've added a blank model, it's time to configure it. Configured models can be filled using other configured models as well as basic models that fit into its specifications. And because NetZoom's device library includes this device model, it also includes models for devices that can be installed inside it. In fact, we have a hard drive that can be installed inside this. It's sitting in our basic models right now. Click the Basic Models feature. You'll notice that a search function appears, much like the search we saw before when we were searching the device library. The difference is that instead of searching the library, this will search our basic models and configured models store for whatever we're looking for. Fortunately, we know what we're looking for, so we'll enter the EQ ID and we can find it right here. Now, as you can see, there are several empty slots in this model, perfect to store our hard drive. Click and drag the view of the model over to the appropriate slot. In this case, we'll install it in slot 1. The Add Device form will pop up, and you can enter a new device name if you desire. Click the Save button, and you'll see that that hard drive is now installed in slot 1. If we navigate back up to the server and click its properties, we can see that the device shape has even updated to include our new model. Now, we could keep dragging these over from our basic models until our device is fully configured, but let's take a look at another way to find these devices that fit in these slots. We'll navigate back to the device library and we'll search for this server once again. Now that we've found the device again, notice that on top the results pane, we also have a tab that says Related. When we click this tab, this pane will display device shapes related to our current selection, including You guessed it, the basic shapes that we can configure in these slots. Just like we did from basic models, we just need to click and drag it over to the slot that we want to install it on. And now we have 2 hard drives installed in this device. We're well on our way to fully configuring it. Finally, you can configure your models with connectivity as well. Select the power or data connectivity features, and then select the model that you want to add connectivity to. As you can see, this looks a lot like our connectivity wizard, but with just one device. You can select a port that you want to connect and click the Add Cable button. A list of cables will pop up displaying cables from basic models. Select the cable you want to connect to the selected port and click the Select button. The connection will be made and the port will be connected. If this device was added to our inventory or our data center, the cable will come along with it, pre-connected to this plug. You can do all sorts of things with configured models, from changing certain device properties to setting up contracts and provisioned power. When you're finished, be sure to right-click on your device model and click Approve, so that your configured model will be approved for use. Now this particular model is ready to be added to our inventory as many times as we need, or directly into our data center, and you only had to configure it once. That covers the basics of configured models in NetZoom. Be sure to check out our other videos for more information on how to use the NetZoom product. And if you want to try out NetZoom for your own data center, visit netzoom.com to schedule a free demo.